lies. Are you ready to go on this journey with me? But at the end of this video, what I'm going to do is try to help you out with knowing how to reverse these lies in your life. But if you've been programmed day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year with this programming, you don't think your subconscious is tapping into that? Oh, never cheat. Obey the rules. Be a good little boy, Johnny. Get in the single file line, Johnny. Guilty about it. So if they tell you it's okay, then you don't feel guilty about it. If they tell you no, 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 you should feel guilty about it. I said it. I'm gonna get in trouble. Go ahead and put it in the comments. Do whatever you want to do. But this is my consensus. This is what. Yo, I'm not telling you that your parents are liars, but these five lies that I'm talking about, they're killing your chances of success, of you being able to level up. And this is not a parent bashing video or I hate my parents type of thing, or they just fell into the trap of reinforcing the lie that they were told by their parents. But at the end of this video, what I'm going to do is try to help you out with knowing how to reverse these lies in your life, because these lies are preventing you from getting a promotion or advancing your business or excelling in relationships or friendships. And you're trying to figure out, why is it happening? These are baked into your subconscious and you're not even realizing that you're doing these things. That's the part that's amazing. Now, as I dive into these five lies, I want you to have your own checklist saying, BS, that's not one. I don't think it is. Or you missed one, you missed two, you missed three, you missed four, or I disagree with you completely. Put it down in the comments of this video. Let us know. Let the random universe know, man. We need to know what you consider other lies. Now, these are personal for me. So I know there are people who had these things in common with me because I'm not that unique. Okay. And I come from a generation where these type of lies were spoken. Again, we're not parent bashing. We're just trying to get to the root of why we can't level up, why we are having a problem being able to succeed. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive in to these lies. Are you ready to go on this journey with me? Now, one quick thing before we do that. How do you know these lies are a barrier for you for success? Well, one way you know is when I start to mention them and I start to mention the counter narrative to that, you will start feeling uncomfortable and not at ease, uneasy about it, right? This is a sign that you've been programmed to believe these lies. And these are the things that are potentially hindering you from being able to level up and have success further in your life. All right. So let's go and get it started. Number one, honesty is the best policy. We all heard this one. Our parents gave us this one. Be honest. It's the best policy. Don't lie. Right? So this is my thing. Honesty is the best policy for who? For who? See, this is the trick to this statement. It is designed for you to reveal your truths to an individual that wants to be empowered by having those truths. So when you surrender your truths to someone else, you're empowering them to have that against you. So honesty is not always the best policy. Now, I'm not saying you're supposed to go out there and be a dishonest person and try to rip people off, anything of that nature, but it is circumstantial. It is situational. It's a moving target. It's not etched in stone, is what I'm saying. Okay. I know I use a lot of analogies there. I just want to make sure I'm driving home the point. So let's take an example, for instance. Let's say that you let someone drive your car that's not necessarily covered under your insurance, and a deer hits them. It wasn't their fault, but they're able to drive the vehicle back to you. Now, when you call the insurance company, is honesty the best policy for you? Because they're not covered on your insurance. So therefore, if you're honest, is not the best policy for you. It's going to cost you. So I'm saying that yes, we've been programmed. Oh, be honest though. Tell the truth. You don't want to lie. You want to make sure. And there goes your little spidey sense, right? You're going like, oh, but that's cheating. That's not being honest. That's not. That's the programming. Honesty that works to benefit you is what you need to level up. I know it sounds ridiculous. I know it's hard for me to say it because I'm programmed. I'm going like, oh my God, am I saying that? Oh my God, who's going to tell me I'm wrong? Oh, people going to tell me, oh, you're teaching people to do wrong things. Guess what? It's the counter programming that has the kind of programming that we need is what we need. That's what it is. Because we've been programmed and these things are hindering our levels of success. So honesty is the best policy. If you agree with it, put a check off on it. If you don't, make sure you put some notes to the side to leave a comment about it. But I trust me, it's not the best policy. And what was the other one? The truth to set you free. Yeah, there's a lot of criminals that would disagree with that are locked up right now. But I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's situational. All right. Now here's number two. This is a biggie. Okay. This is a dream killer. If you work hard, you can do anything. If you work hard, you can do anything, Johnny. What a load of bull crap, man. Now, I know I'm being a little cynical. I know I'm, being a butt about it, but I'm just trying to drive home the point that how ridiculous this sounds. Now, as adults, we know, oh, it's not 100% true. But if you've been programmed day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year with this programming, you don't think your subconscious is tapping into that? See, most of our activities that we do as humans are controlled by our subconscious. The decisions we make and the way we perceive things is our subconscious. That's the reason why you got to feed it the correct information. So, again, your parents didn't mean to deprogram you. I mean, excuse me, did not mean to program you the wrong way. They didn't mean to lie to you. They felt they were doing what was best in feeding you this line here. Now, hard work is important, extremely important, but it's better to work smarter, not harder. Am I right? Everybody knows that. There's a lot of people that work real hard, real hard. They got two or three or four jobs. It might be you, and they can't get ahead because they're not working smarter. They're just working harder. Just because you're working hard doesn't mean anything. If you're on a treadmill, you can run faster than everybody else, but you're not going anywhere. You need to get off the treadmill and work smarter, not harder. And guess what? You cannot be anything you want to be. You can be the best version of you. You're like, what are you saying? You're killing people's dreams. I hope my kids aren't listening to this. I mean, dude, what are you saying? What I'm saying is, if you're 7'7" and you weigh 350 pounds, you cannot be a horse jockey. That's unrealistic. No matter how hard you work or how smart you work, it ain't gonna happen. Okay, let me take that back. You can be a horse jockey, but ain't no horse you're gonna be able to sit on. Ain't nobody gonna support it, and you ain't gonna win. Okay, so that's working dumb, not smart. You got to take what your talents are and your gifts are given and utilize that. That's working smarter, and then put the hard work behind it. And then you can achieve anything in that lane where your gifts are given. You follow me? Good. All right. I hope you haven't left yet because I'm pissing you off, or you're thinking like, "Yo, this dude's a little twisted." I'm not sure. Again, the spidey senses, if they're going off, You might been programmed. Okay, now here's a big one. You ready for this one? You ready for this one? Uh, yeah, you're still with me. Okay, you ready for this one? This is laughable. Laughable. Winners, no, quitters never win and winners never quit. You can do it the reverse way. Winners never quit, quitters never win. We heard that. That's usually driven to you when you probably signed up for some program or some sport, or you were doing something and you just want to give up, you want to quit. I get it. I get it. I have kids. I know. I don't want them to quit. I want them to give 110, 120%. I want them to go all the way. But this statement is totally flawed and it is hindering your growth. Guess what? Some things you need to quit because you're losing. And if you quit it, you're a winner. Some things you're not good at that you keep trying to do and you need to quit it. Okay. Point blank. And winners never quit. I tell you what, tell people that in Vegas. There are a lot of people who walk away from the tables winners because they know when to call it quit. Now, that's a lesson for you. Know when to call it quits will make you a winner. So even if you're a quitter, you can be a winner because known to quit makes you a winner. I know it's deep. It's deep. You don't got to tell me. I know I'm a genius. I get it. I'm just saying, reprogramming, reprogramming. We've been told these lies. They are preventing you from getting your promotion, to growing your business, starting your business. They're preventing you from having a good relationship. They're preventing all these things in your life because your governor and your spidey senses keep flaring up, and your subconscious has you make moves that are bad for you. Now, I'm going to show you, as I told you, I promise you that I'm going to show you at the end of this video how to reverse these things, how to reverse and purge them, get rid of them, reprogram them. I'm going to give you all the different analogies on how to get rid of it, period. Okay. So you stick with me. I'm going to show you how to do that. But these are the things that held me up. So I'm assuming there are some that held you up as well. Now let's get on to the next one. Again, boy, this is jacking you guys up big time. It's better to be safe than sorry. Who told you that? Your parents did. It's better to be safe than sorry. No wonder you're not willing to take a risk. I'm like, no wonder your life is boring. No wonder you get what you're given because you're scared to take any risks. You want to play it safe. Life is not safe, brother, sister. It ain't safe. Life is not safe. You have to take risks if you plan to make it to the top. Now, if you're not planning to make it to the top, you're okay with being a mediocre person. You're okay with just, getting whatever life gives you and save it up and make sure nobody touches it. And you get to show, oh, I got this little stuff. You can do that. That's playing it safe. But I don't want you crying and whining about people who are making it big or having success. Success is a risk. You got to put yourself out there. You got to put yourself out there. You got to invest your money, your time, your resources, your ego, everything. So playing it safe does make you sorry. It's better to be safe than sorry. Playing it safe makes you sorry. No disrespect. If it's your spidey senses again, if you're having your little thing, hey, you've been programmed. All right, you ready for this last one? This last one kind of mashed two together a little bit, but this is a biggie. I guarantee majority of you guys have this. All right. All right. All right. Let's go. Let's see what it is. Never cheat. Obey the rules. Oh, never cheat. Obey the rules. Be a good little boy, Johnny. Get in the single file line, Johnny. Obey the rules. Now, I know what you're saying. You're going like, yo, are you really seriously telling people not to obey the rules and to cheat? All right. So let me break it down like this. Rules are man made from organizations, from society. Laws are made by the government. Now, we can even think about the laws. There's different laws in every state. One state you can do something, one state you can't. So one state you should feel guilty, one state you shouldn't feel guilty, right? Can you program, oh, you can do it in Alabama, but you can't do it in Tennessee. So I should feel guilty in Tennessee or Alabama, vice versa. Does that make sense to you? And rules are worse. Rules are made up by organizations, by the company you work for, where you used to work, it was okay to do. You know what I'm saying? Or by city governments that have some rules and regulations that guide certain business practices or things that are frowned upon. So it's okay in this county, but not that county. So when are you supposed to feel guilty about it and when you're not supposed to feel guilty about it? So if they tell you it's okay, then you don't feel guilty about it. If they tell you no, 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 you should feel guilty about it. So prohibition, you should have felt guilty then, but now you should be okay with getting drunk, right? Marijuana, just what 23 states or so, I think that you can legally smoke marijuana. So in those states, you shouldn't feel guilty. But in all the other states, you should feel guilty. This is what I'm talking about. Rules are meant to be broken because they're just man made limitations. And if you play by their rules, you will be limited because it's designed to keep you back. It's designed to keep you from leveling up. I know. I know. John's telling me to break the rules. Yes, I am. Break the rules. Do what you need to do to advance your career. I didn't say break the law. I said break the rules. Now, what about the cheating part? Okay. Well, this is very touchy because you don't want to teach kids to cheat. But what is cheating? Cheating is circumventing or going around or whatever word or analogy you want to use the rules. So if someone set up the rules and you decide to not go by those rules or shortcut those rules, does that make you bad? Because maybe those rules were designed to keep you back, but not keep them back. Maybe those rules were designed to cheat themselves. So I get to a certain destination, now set rules to make it hard for you to get to that destination. So now you feel guilty about breaking those rules. I win. That's me cheating. And that's what America's built on. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound cynical and negative, but that's it. Every organization, every facet of government, every human being looks for a way to get advantage. And that's what I'm talking about. So you have to reprogram your mind that cheating is bad. It's only bad if you're cheating an individual out of something. But if you are cheating a system or some type of organization to benefit yourself where it's not detrimental to others, then I say it's okay. I know I said it. I'm going to get in trouble. Go ahead and put it in the comments. Do whatever you want to do. But this is my consensus. This is what I believe. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all the rules back up here. I'm going to list them. So that way you can write them down if you didn't write them down. Take notes if you want to take notes. But this is what it is. These are the 5 lies that I've come up with that I had used to get out of my life. Now, I told you I promise to show you how to reprogram or reverse these particular lies that are probably in your subconscious, baked into your DNA, and it's preventing you from leveling up. So, this is more personal to me. I believe in meditation. Now I know some of y'all going, but I believe in meditation. Meditation is a form of reprogramming your subconscious. The only way your subconscious could be fed is purposely is through meditation because it's being fed without you knowing it. When you see things, you hear things. So garbage in, garbage out. So you have to purify yourself. So number one, you have to watch what you listen to. Watch what you listen to. Watch the people you listen to. If any of these things that's on this list are coming out of people's mouths or being reinforced, you got to get away from those people. You got to separate yourself, or you got to pause them. Say, hey, pause. I don't go by that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that in my ear gates. Okay. Secondly, you need to visually protect yourself, eye gates, from seeing these things. I'm going to tell you the number one place you see it. It's called the movies, TV. They reinforce this BS to you. It's always an episode or a movie about the good guy wins at the end, honesty, integrity, a team player, never quitting, obeying the rules. That's not the real world. It is lovely to have that warm feeling and seeing that happen, that the quote unquote good guy wins. Another thing out there that they float a lie. Um, but this is invading your eye gates, and it's continued the programming of your mind. Again, like I said, your parents just continued and perpetuated the lie that was told to them. And this is designed to keep you from being successful. Let me ask you this question before I get into the rest of how to reverse this. Do you think the most successful people in this country or in this world are bothered by any of these things? Do you think that they actually believe these things? Do you think they teach their kids these things? Marinate on that. I guarantee the answer you're getting is the same I'm getting. No, they don't. They live by their own creed. That don't mean hurt people. That don't mean you should trash people. That don't mean you should do any of that. What I'm saying is they know when to use it, when not to use it. They know the context to have it in. All right. So watch your ear gates, watch your eye gates. The next thing is you have to now replace and reprogram that trash that was put into your system unknowingly by your parents. And you do this by finding literature, information to read. You actually need to read words and stories and things of that nature that reinforce the the boundaries being removed, allowing you to open yourself to be free reign in a sense. So you need to reinforce this message of deprogramming by reading the right kind of writers, and even if it's business, the right kind of business people. If it's success coaches, ones that say do not be shackled down by these things. And then you need to have a visual on top of that. You need to be watching videos and promotions and things of that nature that can help with that. A good book to read is Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. If you haven't read that book, I don't know what you're waiting on. You got to get that book. Matter of fact, I might put a link in the description down below for you to click to be able to order that book. So if you haven't, you most definitely go get it. It was just about Rich Dad Poor Dad. His poor dad was his real dad. The rich dad wasn't, and it was just about the difference in thinking. All right. So you need to read. You need to visualize by seeing it. And the reason why you need to do that, because when you start to meditate, you need to be able to put some visual to it, and you need to put some words to it, and you need to put some mantra to it, and you need to come up with your own confession that you do every day to help reprogram. things, talking about these things about, honesty is boundless, that it is a moving target, that it is something that needs to benefit me, whatever it may be. You have to do this again, and you can't do it once, you can't do it twice. Reprogramming can take months before you see a change. And these are things you need to do in order to start breaking those chains of bondage on your success. It's killing your success. You can't level up because every time you go to do something, or you don't know why, you're having a hard time doing the business deal because you feel guilty about negotiating, not telling the truth. And oh my gosh, why should you tell the truth when you're negotiating? There's no honor in that. And you got to stop letting people fool you in those things. Okay. So, this is my message to you. Your parents are not liars. They just participated in telling you a non-truth. We're gonna make it nice that way. Well, this is your boy Ji, and I want to say I appreciate you allowing me to come in and talk to you about these 5 lies. If this showed any value to you, push the like button, push the subscribe button, put your comments in there, what I missed, what I could have added, or what you think I'm crazy about. And I will see you on the other side.